Hello, dear reader. Let's talk about a book that's close to my heart. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Brontë. Published in 1847, it tells the story of Jane Eyre. She's an orphan in Victorian England. But Jane is no ordinary heroine. She's smart, brave, and yearns for more. Charlotte Brontë wrote under the pen name Currer Bell. Jane Eyre was a hit, challenging thoughts on women and society. At Thornfield, she meets Mr. Rochester. Their connection is intense, full of passion and secrets. Let's talk about the Gothic elements that make Jane Eyre so captivating. Picture this: a grand old mansion shrouded in mist, hidden passageways, strange noises in the night. Thornfield Hall is like something out of a spooky dream. Brontë creates an atmosphere of suspense and mystery. The Red Room symbolizes Jane's repressed emotions and the cruelty she faces. Mr. Rochester, with his brooding nature and hidden past, adds to the Gothic vibe. He's like a Byronic hero, full of darkness and magnetism. Now let's talk about something a bit daring, the erotic undercurrents in Jane Eyre. Yes, you read that right. Remember, this was Victorian England, where passions were supposed to be kept firmly under wraps. But Brontë, bless her cotton socks, wasn't afraid to explore the fiery connection between Jane and Rochester. It's not always overt, mind you. Brontë uses subtle techniques, like charged dialogue and descriptions of their intense gazes. Jane is drawn to Rochester's raw masculinity, while he's captivated by her intelligence and independent spirit. Their love story is a passionate clash between two strong-willed individuals. This exploration of desire, especially for a female character, was quite scandalous for its time. Remember, women were expected to be demure and submissive. But Jane's longing for love and fulfillment, both emotional and physical, challenged those norms and resonated with readers, even if they couldn't always admit it openly. Section 4. Victorian Gasps. Reactions to Jane's boldness. As you can imagine, Jane Eyre caused quite a stir in Victorian England. Some critics were utterly shocked by its frank portrayal of a woman's inner life, especially her desires and ambitions. They found Jane's outspoken nature and her refusal to be subservient quite shocking. Imagine. Some even called the book anti-Christian because it questioned social hierarchies and suggested that happiness wasn't solely dependent on marriage or social standing. But for every naysayer, there were countless readers, particularly women, who saw themselves in Jane's struggles and triumphs. Jane Eyre gave a voice to those who felt stifled by societal expectations. It offered a glimpse of a world where women could be more than just wives or mothers, where they could have dreams, desires, and the audacity to pursue them. Section 5. Beyond the Moors. Jane's enduring legacy. Jane Eyre wasn't just a sensation in its time. It remains a literary landmark even today. It's a staple in classrooms and on bookshelves around the world. The story of Jane, a woman who dared to challenge conventions and fight for her own happiness, continues to resonate with readers centuries later. The novel's themes of love, identity, social class, and the search for belonging are as relevant now as they were in Victorian England. We still grapple with these issues today, making Jane's journey feel both timeless and deeply personal. Moreover, Jane Eyre helped pave the way for other strong female characters in literature. It challenged the idea of the meek and submissive Victorian heroine and inspired countless authors to create complex and independent female characters in their own right. Section 6. Why Jane still speaks to us today. So, why does Jane Eyre continue to captivate us after all these years? Well, for starters, it's a cracking good story, full of mystery, romance, and Gothic thrills. But it's more than just entertainment. Jane's journey of self-discovery is something we can all relate to. Her struggles with identity, love, and finding her place in the world are universal experiences. We root for her as she overcomes adversity and ultimately finds happiness on her own terms. And let's not forget the enduring appeal of her love story with Rochester. Their passionate, tumultuous relationship, full of fiery arguments and tender moments, continues to set hearts aflutter. Jane Eyre is a reminder that great literature can transcend time and place. It's a story that will stay with you long after you've turned the final page, prompting reflection, discussion, and perhaps even a touch of self-discovery.